up against a glue in the XP lane, something you don't really see very often here in Season 14.
That's the aggression, that's the dominance you want to see from a laner like Dyron. Against a glue though, might be different.
Change history here. Can they complete the rebuild? It is Rex Reckham Keon versus FNATIC ONIC.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's see the Royal Derby, Volume 1 in MPL ID Season 14. Wow, and that Thamesvic, it's good in countering the Claude as well. With the Vengeance and the ult, yeah, he can eat all of the bullets from that Blazing Duet.
See the moves coming in from Edok though, trying to spot out Albert in the jungle. He's going to be having an okay time, but look at the clear difference from Susujin. He's farming a lot more efficiently, and in the mid lane, as predicted, Keyboy and Sons maybe struggling a bit more when it comes to the small, quick trades that the laners of RRQ can kind of participate in. The Litho though falls very easily to the hands of FNATIC ONIC. Susujin ain't contesting it at all.
And also a cheeky move right there from Sans, erasing that spawn right away. But look at the emblems Arashi here by IndieHome, by Telkomsel. Something that you want to point out.
Wilderness Blessing for Edok and Rin, so they want to be around the map as predicted. But the Inspire coming in for both the Valentina and the Harriet, both trying to make sure that they have the rotations of spells enough to actually make a difference. But look at this play though.
Shadow kill, RNG, but the squad Shadow will find the mark for Sans, executing the mid laner. Rins will fall. Now Susujin looking for that trade, finds it. It's a 1-for-1, both mid laners taken out.
Both junglers coming in hot in the first 2 minutes, taking a kill for their team. But that is the aggressiveness that Hayabusa usually should have in the early game, Arashi. Once you hit level 4, it's time to hit on the mid lane.
Ideally, you go for that. You go for the solo pickup because it's a shorter lane with less minions. But man, that was a quick move by Susujin to kind of equalize the situation. Turtle popping up right here, and Dyron having all the pressure in the lane. RRQ might be able to get this one very easily.
Here, yeah, it seems like RRQ, they have way more control on that turtle spit. It seems like now Albert quite low, shadow kill onto it, Edok figures out, and Susujin will secure the turtle. Looking quite low, looking for the escape route, but Byron is there with the Vengeance popped as well. Now Lupi will fall, Sans is next on the topping block, Dyron secures it. 2 kills and the turtle for RRQ.
Oh man, who would have thought? The Sky Kings right now is falling down from the sky. The King of Kings showing that they belong in this league. The rebuild is looking pretty good in the first 3 minutes. But the question is, can they make it for like 15 minutes or maybe winning it out against ONIC?
The late game is what we have to wait and see, but early on, that's a great play. Using Dyron's pressure and directing it almost exclusively at Sans, making sure they shut down that mid lane power of ONIC. But look at Keyboy, eyeing for a cheeky play right here, but with Edok around, might get spotted out.
Yeah, Skylar has to purify as well, right? So technically, Skylar is a-okay with that purify still active. Albert though, already in the bush.
Teleportation.
Looking for a cheeky opening here. But no, both teams here just airing it, I guess, looking, waiting for the right time.
Teleportation by Gopay here. It's actually a tie between the talents with Arashi. Just as usual, going for RRQ 2-1 Arashi. Why not 2-0?
I believe ONIC ain't that weak that you can expect a 2-0. I feel like Coach Kojep will be able to find a winning solution at one of these games. I do hope RRQ comes out on top though. But for now, it's looking really good for RRQ, but it's not over. Because for FNATIC ONIC, that late game, right? The fact that they have a Cho to try and make plays with, you never know what can happen. But Dyron on the Timus for sure is having a lot more pressure, and that's usually not a good sign. ONIC usually wants to have Ludpi as that reliable strong laner, but they don't have access to that in this game.
Talking about the reliable strong laner, Dyron actually secured a Thunderbelt first item, Arashi, so he expects himself to play until the late game and second it up. Meanwhile, though, Ludpi might be in trouble here, already half HP. You can see how annoying Dyron on the Thomas, knowing what the potential of this hero is. That's his job, to zone out the people.
Look at the rotation immediately from Dyron though to try and match the play. Keyboy spots Rins though.
Now look, let's take a look here. Red Dragon connects on towards Eagle, now placing duets as well. No follow-up damage though as Loopy flickers front and should be taken out by Skylar. And that will be all RRQ. Careful, Albert's caught as well. Things are not looking good for FNATIC ONIC.
Wow, Rins recalling against Keyboy and Sans. That is a statement right there. I might be a rookie, but you know, I can be the best if you want me to be.
That was a crazy play by Edok, I believe, to find Albert mid-play attempt. That's gonna be the turtle, the fight, and the turret. FNATIC ONIC completely blindsided by that play.
Right now, Skylar, even he on that carrot is expected to win the lane, and he did win the lane. So 2 winning lanes plus that rotation, that mid trio is also won by RRQ. They're losing in all aspects, Arashi.
And what can they do right here? They're trying to find ways to try and hit back. But look at the in-game equipment by Dunia Games. Jetta Talisman completed. Starlium for Skylar too, so true damage is already in the picture. And as you mentioned, Shevin, Dyron with the Thunderbelt, he has a lot of extra slows when it comes down to the chase in the late game. And of course, he's going to be stacking up the stacks of the Thunderbelt and become tankier than ever. So he can serve as both aggressive and defensive tools for RRQ.
And it's not just Tyron as well. Albert or Sutsujin is actually on his way towards a Thunderbelt, but Rins though might be in trouble here. Still has a Purify, but doesn't matter.
With the Purify, it doesn't matter. Now on top lane though, Albert will secure and invest. If he plays into it, now Palms.
No way! Oh!
Skylar will fall to the hands of Keyboy, but Albert will be the trade by Sutsujin. Now Edo quite low as Sans with the double D finds that kill.
Completely caught off guard, RRQ. They lost one person walking into the bush. Having the Purify, Rins just did not respect the damage potential right there. Sutsujin trying to defend 1v3. Looks like he will be able to do so, but with 15 seconds left for the next objective, Dyron is prepared to make that rotation and out-pressure FNATIC ONIC. They do have time to approach the situation. There's no way FNATIC ONIC can burst it down. They don't have the kind of items to try and do that just yet. But they're absolutely striking back. RRQ needs to make sure that they don't make mistakes and allow FNATIC ONIC those small windows because they're used to it and they will take complete advantage of it.
Yeah, see right here, now, Blast Turtle is up. It seems like Lupi is okay in taking some sort of damage as well, providing vision. And RRQ though, well, will they take the perfect turtle this game? FNATIC ONIC will not rush the turtle just yet.
Yeah, ONIC seems like, at least in MPL Indonesia, you really never count them out. They've did this multiple times when the game looks like it's really far from their hands, but somehow they snatch it right away from their opponents. So RRQ will not be able to, you know, pop the brakes just yet. Has to perform, has to be aggressive as ever. And right now it's still a quiet game for the last 30 seconds, still flirting around the turtle.
While they're on the turtle, Lupi looking for an opening with the flicker as well. Split pops, Wave Dragon as well now. Looking for Sutsujin, pulls him out of the way now. Wow. It's reset and Albert finds the shutdown. Now Keyboy will be next, 1-for-1. As Gold Taker we're gonna eat up, receives a lot of damage. It's CW finds one and Albert will fall as well. Lupi, switch, on Rins will burst him down. Edok will stun Sans and Skylar looking for a blood, but it seems like it will fail. And RRQ again, they find a better trade.
How? There was a really good engage coming in from Lupi, pretty much on towards the perfect target in Sutsujin, and somehow RRQ were able to come out on top from the initial engage.
It's the AoE coming in. It's Edok being able to stall everyone for so long. In the grand scheme of things, FNATIC ONIC were able to get the turret in the top side, I believe, of RRQ. It's another win in their books, but they want to keep the game even further. They do have the more aggressive early game composition. They don't want to trade evenly against FNATIC ONIC and allow them to scale easily to the late game. They want to be the ones controlling it and denying FNATIC ONIC from the gold and from that EXP.
Now, FNATIC ONIC though, they have taken the turret bottom side. Equal amount of turrets.
Whoa, we're gonna do
I defended onwards. Sans and he gets taken down. Now looking for the
Whoa.
trade with the I'm offended as well. Oh, way of dragon by Keyboy will immobilize Sutsujin, but the damage, the cover by Renz will claim the double.
Edok pretty much did everything there. The initial engage towards Sans to his death, and no Purify for this Zaz, so he is toast. And also the cover towards Sutsujin Arashi. That don't run Wolf King is huge on that mid turret.
Playmaking is all Edok, with the mid turrets falling there. The fact that Sans is just getting so much attention in this game from RRQ shows the respect. Also shows that FNATIC ONIC, they were really reliant on Sans being able to make the plays happen. He's getting completely shut down right here. Look at this rotation now. Controlling the top side, taking all the farm, immediately prepping for a potential turret take and a Lord setup too. With Dyron available to open up the map on the way down, FNATIC ONIC, they're running out of options on how to punish the movement of RRQ.
Yeah, for sure, especially when you think about that Keyboy is a single target hero. Yes, the CC is huge. It is, you know, it has a long time, like it can control someone for a long time, but if it's only 2-1, RRQ has multiple DPS here. Rinse can deal damage with the Dominus Descent. Sutsujin, the DPS, the main DPS I would say, for RRQ and Skylar. A lot of damage coming in from RRQ. Keyboy has to pick one out of all of them.
Skylar picked up the purple buff as well, if I'm mistaken.
Yep.
So man, that's already a great denial. Looking at the top side, CW, I think it has to be in his hands, right? If looking at the Radiant armors built up by the members of RRQ, they're immune to magic as Edok makes a play but does not land it.
Yeah, I'm offended, already waste, and they want to fight now. FNATIC ONIC. Yeah, let's see here. Looking in the front side alongside Keyboy, but now in the backside, CW pops the blazing duet, finds Edok and finds another. Skylar will fall. He now will be the traitor. Albert, out of all people, gets taken down as CW claims the double. As Sans as well in the backside of Sutsujin, looking for a trade as he finds the triple. Looking for the maniac. Will he find the savage? Keyboy, where are you going? As Sutsujin, he's hungry and he finds the savage.
There's a reason his name is Sutsujin. It might not be Sutsujin, but it's killing all of FNATIC ONIC members. And the MPL ID roars. You RRQ fans are hyped and pumped looking at their new jungler Sutsujin.
With the recalls too against the Sky Kings. Might have been the first savage of the season. Sutsujin takes the Lord as well. RRQ, what a statement. FNATIC ONIC now has to defend against this Lord, and they don't have a lot of burst damage. The Zask, we've talked about this before, can't really defend that well against a Lord with how much ahead RRQ are right here. Seems like FNATIC ONIC will be trying to get what they can from the jungle, but they will soon be forced to back away.
Oh man, as I said, Arashi, they picked out pretty much every member of RRQ except Sutsujin. It was a pure 1v3. Keyboy can only choose one, and when you're, you know, leaving Sutsujin, who has like a 4-1-3 KDA in the first 12 minutes, you're gonna pay, even though it's like you have the numbers advantage.
I love to see the items right here, because that is what's going on. We saw earlier that the blazing duet from CW was the great equalizer. RRQ are focusing a lot on magical defense, and that DPS advantage they have will be coming from that Claude. But look at Edok zoned away by the Nightmare Spawn. But look at the bottom turret. RRQ won't be able to take it just yet.
Now, RRQ, they will take their time here. No rush indeed. Lord March is still top side, and yeah, FNATIC ONIC will leave all the inner turrets to be taken down. Concealed play though by both roamers. Yeah, Keyboy looking for an opening, but the base top lane will fall. They will move on towards the mid as FNATIC ONIC will prioritize the Lord. Enough looking for the opening here. Luffy soaking some sort of damage, but now it will be two base turrets taken down. FNATIC ONIC, they want to fight here. Dyron, Cop, Vengeance popped. And now FNATIC ONIC looking to restabilize here as RRQ will not continue in pressuring.
Good discipline right there. Things that we love to see in MPL Indonesia, the discipline. Knowing when this time is right to make an engage, knowing when to back off, and RRQ, for such a young team, for a team that has a lot of rookies, that was quite commendable.
It's great patience displayed by the whole roster, because earlier Edok was definitely looking for a play, tried to use the ammo bandit against Keyboy though.
Well, Keyboy, terrified, will fall in the hands of the newcomer Edok.
I'm saying this because it's because Keyboard. Usually, you see a perfect Shanpu to get out of that I'm offended, but somehow, Keyboard didn't manage to do that. Bit of an error for his standard.
They want to pressure more. The last remaining base turret will fall now. I'm offended onto Resolute Team. Skylar will finish the job. 3v5 now as Tyler actually CW caught now with a shadow kill as well. Forced RRQ to back away 15 seconds towards the next Lord. So RRQ, all eyes on the Lord.
What the heck was that damage? Yeah. Skylar dashed forward, didn't even get to react. Immediately melted from Sans and Albert that came out of nowhere. A welcome development for FNATIC ONIC, but with no base turrets with the Lord up now, they're going for a fight.
Yep, FNATIC ONIC, they're ready for a fight here, knowing Skylar is not in the land of Dawn. Seems like they will try to create some sort of an opening. Pressure Edok though will commit the recall, so FNATIC ONIC has more space to work around with though. They need to manage the waves as well.
Still though, you gotta remember, this is FNATIC ONIC. We're talking about a team that came back in the world stage from a 16,000 gold lead. This kind of lead, it is definitely something, but you know, it's not impossible if we're thinking about FNATIC ONIC and now Lortic.
Yep, ED invested, Airborne 2, immobilized as well. Purify pops now in the backside.
Oh
wins.
my goodness!
Looking for an opening, but monster kill here for Sutsujin and a double. Looking for a triple. Will he find it now? Keyboard and Sans running for the hills as Sutsujin, man! This is the Royal Derby. Zero Leo blazing the wet as Sutsujin will find the end. RRQ, my goodness, are you not entertained?
Who would have thought the King of Kings strike first against the Sky Kings? Oh my goodness, the Ripple is looking as strong as ever! Sutsujin getting the Savage, the first Savage of season number 14. Against who? Against FNATIC ONIC! How crazy is that?
1-0 for the Kings of Kings. An upset story in the making. A very premature conclusion to the rebuild.